My prayerful salutations at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Master, Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Elders, my dear sisters and brothers who have come for this holy Buddha Poornima, very loving Sairam to each one of you. It's so wonderful to see all of you here, this holy occasion. And Prasanthi Nilayam is a universal abode of all religions. And Swami especially makes it very, very divine experience here. Buddha Poornima happens to be always placed sometime in summer months in Prasanthi Nilayam. That's around May. Buddha Poornima happens to be coming. Our area is very, very hot region. Summer is at its peak in May. But whenever we have devotees coming for Buddha Poornima, like yesterday, Swami makes sure the weather becomes cool and there is a untimely rain in this place, in this area now, in this time. Just to welcome you all. I felt yesterday when it started raining, I thought maybe Swami felt for all his children, it must be very hot. So he thought he should make it a little more pleasant and cool. So there was a downpour. Normally in this time, 42, 43 degrees and it's very hot here. The April, May months are very, very, it's a peak season for summer. But yesterday onwards it's very pleasant here. I think thanks to you all, Swami wanted you all, like his children coming here, to be, comfortable. That's why yesterday it was a downpour and it's become a little more pleasant here. The wonderful talks, the professor and the monk, they talked about Buddhism and the principles of Buddha. I had a great blessing and opportunity to visit Lumbini along with Brother Amar Karki. Had the great blessing of being there and praying there. A wonderful experience. Many monks and Buddhists have been coming to Prasanthi Nilayam. And Swami had a special liking and a special place for them. And especially I've seen how Swami used to interact with the Buddhist monks whenever they are around here. Many of them, from I think you have different perhaps paths in that Buddhism, like how a monk was saying, Theravada, Tibetan monks and different paths. But whoever were they whenever Buddhist monks used to be here, Swami is a great love and affection, and he would call them, he would take them for personal interactions, and many a time he showered so much of love and affection to them. And again, after Baba's Mahasamadhi in 2011, we have continued this wonderful culture of having Buddhist monks here. Especially, we should be grateful to them that they are not staying back in their own monasteries on the Buddha Poornima day, but they choose to come to Prasanthi Nilayam and spend time with all of us. So we should put our hands together for all of them. I was in Ladakh also recently, last year, where I visited a lot of monasteries and a lot of Buddhist people I had. In fact, the place where Sathya Sai Central Trust had built a hospital and equipped in a hospital, a full-fledged hospital is a Buddhist ashram. And we spent They said in Ladakh, there's no good hospital and there's no medical facilities there. They had an hospital in the ashram, but it was not very up to the mark and functional. So we spent a lot of money and we made a very, very functional and lovely hospital. I understand. Even we used to send our doctors there for doing service, and I understand it's doing very well. And that's the only place where Ladakhis could come and have. And we had spent some 3-4 days in the ashram. It was lovely and it was fantastic experience. And the kind of dedication they have, some of them, whoever have dedicated to that kind of spiritual life, they're really amazing to interact and amazing to be with. In a company of them, you feel very, very calm, very, very nice. Like how we all feel in the fraternity of Sai. When we meet our own people and in our own, I had the same feeling that I was meeting them. It was a very, very divine feeling. Having said that, Sathya Sai Baba, he started his mission way back in 1940. He was just a 14 years young boy who came out of his house and he told all of them, I have a task to perform. I have a work which I need to perform for this world. I don't belong to a family. My whole world is my family, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So I have a task and I am embarking in that task. So he left his house and came out at the age of 14, perhaps not knowing where is the next meal for himself. Because he was like self-effulgent, he's on his own when he came out at the age of 14. And Puttaparthi, perhaps when you little rewind your clock, it's a very small, tiny village with maybe 20, 30 households there. A small little village. And a pre-independent India in 1940. Still India was under British, but it would have been a very sort of beyond civilization. A small tucked away village in a rural India, in a no place. There's no connectivity to any big towns, or there's no roads were here, there was no electricity was here. And from there he said, I have come to serve the humanity, I have to teach the humanity, and nobody would understand. At the age of 14 and in that village of 30 or 35 households, nobody would understand what is he talking about it. They had no clue that this is something which is a very divine advantage has happened in their village. Nobody would have ever imagined also that something like that has happened. And he came out and he started his mission. Like the monk was saying, the Lord Buddha walked for 45 years to, of course now mode of transport was little more available perhaps. He started and he crisscrossed this country. Baba also went to different places, right from Himalayas to Haryana, Kurukshetra, from here to Odisha, to Benares. Every place he has gone into deep south, every street, every village. I don't know how much he would have struggled in those days. I have no idea, but whenever I think of it, it's quite difficult. Today, we have very luxury cars and a lot of wide roads. And in those days, what was available and how he was doing, how he was traveling, it just baffles us. That he has gone to so many places and so many villages, so many people. The number of people he has interacted is millions. Whenever you talk to people, they say, we have seen him in that year, we have seen him 50 years back, we have seen him in 60 years back, he was in our village. It's mind-boggling. Why this is to be borne in mind for all of us is that in Avatar, a divine advent, divine people come. It doesn't just come with so much of divine powers. It requires a lot of sacrifice on their behalf. Later, Buddha left everything. Buddha was a prince, he was a king, he would have been a king. But with all the comforts, he left and came to teach all of us. And there's a beautiful saying of Buddha, which I always, as a student, I used to keep in my cupboard. And it says, only a dry wood can produce fire, not a damp wood. A wood which is soaked inside, which is a fresh wood from a plant, it cannot fire. The wood has to be completely dry to produce fire. As long as we are soaked in this world, we are soaked into this material things, we won't be able to see the divine light in ourselves. Unless we dry off it, unless we become dry. Dry of what? Dry of material possessions, material attachments, the worldly things. Then only the light of, the fire of that spiritual light will emanate from us. That always inspired me, and I used to keep it. And whenever we had interactions, I remember Swami, Baba used to tell us one story. Once some meditation, our professor monk was saying about meditation. Swami was very beautifully says meditation is a meditation and concentration. They were saying concentration external, meditation is internal. Is Baba used to very simplify and tell us. It's something which is external. You're seeing something, you're trying to concentrate. Meditation is on your own self. Go inside. Internal journey. Meditation is about internal journey. But once it seems Bhagavan, Buddha was asked, what do we gain when we do meditation? Somebody asked one of the disciples, what do we gain when we do meditation? And Bhagavan Buddha said, you don't gain anything, but you lose everything. The Shishya was very, very, very perplexed. He said, we don't gain anything, but we lose everything. What is that meaning, Lord? Then Buddha explained to them that when you meditate, you're not gaining, but you're losing. You're losing your attachment. You're losing your ego. You're losing your hatred. All the wrong, all those vices you're losing. When you are losing all those things, what remains is you are. You don't have to become something. You're already there. You're already God. That is what Bhagavan Sathya Sai Baba repeatedly used to say, I am God and you are also God. I know it and you do not know it. I have come to teach you that you are also God. That is what is the greatest Indian philosophy has contributed to the mankind. There is nobody, all the masters never said, I am God and you are all subjects and you are all normal people. You should come and serve us. No, they were never said that. They said, we are divine, you are also divine. The divine spark is in everybody. Everybody is there. What you are not, you will not become. If you are not divine, nobody can convert you into divine. You are already divine. That is what is Baba's teachings is that. The same thing Buddha said, you don't gain. What you gain? You lose everything. You lose what is not. When you meditate, you lose everything that is you are not. You are not ego. You are not. You don't have any kind of hatred. You don't have jealousy. You don't have the greed. All these things when we lose, what remains is yourself, and you are the glorious self, and that is what you are. That is what the Buddha you are. That is that when that Buddha shines. And so Baba used to give a beautiful example. When you want to have when you come and you want to have a lovely Buddha statue, what do you do? When you want to make a lovely Buddha statue out of a stone, what do you do? First you go, you select a block of stone. You select a block of stone, you get a raw stone, then somebody who will do the making of this, what do you call them? The sculpture. The sculptor, what he does? He will come and starts doing chisel, take a chisel and start working on it. Then after all that he does, then you get a lovely Buddha statue. And Baba says, was the Buddha statue was created by a sculptor? No, he did not do anything. All what he did is, what is not required in that raw stone, he removed, and that is where the Buddha statue came out. Buddha statue was already in the boulder. Buddha statue was already in that rock. What the sculptor did, he removed all that what is not required in that stone, and he chiseled and removed it. That's why the Buddha statue came out. That is what Baba says. You are also like a very rough rock. When the masters come, they take a sculptor, they chisel you and remove all that is not required, so that the Buddha inside you resplendently comes forth. That is what is the teachings of Sathya Sai Baba. He said, I am God and you are also God. Nobody is, we are all equal. God never made anybody in a different planes and different levels. Everybody is equal. Everybody is born equal. What do we require to live? We all require. What do we do when we want to do? We breathe. Is there any exemption for anybody in this world? Whoever they may be. Is there any exemption from breathing? No, we need to breathe. Everyone has to breathe. Everyone is equal. Everyone has got hunger. Everyone has to sleep. All these things in nature never made any distinction for anybody. Never made any distinction. Everybody is made in same image with equality. What we have brought in with us, our karmic debts which we bring with us, that is what causes these differences. That is what creates the aberrations which outside we see. That's why the entire spiritual path teaches us to renounce and go away from it, so that the real self is always seen. The beautiful Buddha teachings. Once, we all learned at the lotus feet of Baba. I understand once Buddha told his Sishyas that I have taught you everything. Everything is now you learned. So evening he used to go for a walk. And one day, the moment he had declared that you have learnt everything, that the evening, the number of Sishyas who are following him were less. So he looked around and said, where are all these guys? They were staying back and they were sitting. When he came back from the walk, he asked him, what happened? Why you have not come today? What happened for walk? You are all okay? It seems they said, no, you have taught everything. There's nothing new to learn. So we thought we will do something else. Then Buddha he just pulled out one plant leaf there, few leaves, and held it in the hand. He said, can you tell me how many trees are in this world? They said, it cannot be told. There's no way we can say how many trees. This world has so many forests, so much of land, so many trees, millions and billions of trees. How can we count and say? Said, okay, fine. How many leaves will be there? Lord, if we cannot tell the number of trees, how can we tell how many leaves are there? He said, okay, if you remove all the leaves of all the plants on the planet and put, how much it becomes? They said it may cover like Himalayas. It's a big mountain. It becomes. Then he said, what you have learned, what is the wisdom is the Himalayas. What you learned at me is only this fistful. Don't ever arrogant to yourself that you know everything. The world, the universe is you can't even imagine. So what you know is only little. And that little itself you are taking so much time and you are learning. So Swami used to say, you are learning all through. Throughout your life you are learning till the last breath. The man who stops learning, he is as good as dead. He won't have anything fresh in life. We have to keep learning till we are around. That is what Baba taught all of us. And he said, in every being, in every human being, there is a divine spark. That divine spark which is the one which is making me speak and making you listen. If that divine spark is missing, what happens? I cannot speak, and if it's missing with you, you cannot listen. What we are having is a mere body. The moment that spirit is not with us, you may have eyes, you cannot see it. You may have ears, you may not hear it. You may have legs, you can't walk. What is making us tick? That is that divine spirit within each one of us. That is what Indian spirituality calls as Atma. That is the Holy Spirit which is within each one of us. That's why we say, Sarva Devata Namaskaram Keshavam Pratigaschati. Whomever you salute, it will reach us to the divine. Sarva Devata Tiraskaram Keshavam Pratigachati. Not only when you sell it, it reaches. In reject or ridicule somebody, it also goes to the same Lord. When Namaskaram can go to the same Lord, it is even Tiraskar also will go to the same Lord, is what Swami said. So see yourself in everybody. That is what is the teachings of all the great ones, and Sathya Sai Baba always emphasized. See yourself in everybody. Then that is how the dictum, the great mantra which he taught all of us, love all, serve all. Help ever, hurt never. Love all, serve all. How it is? It's easy to tell, love all, serve all. But how difficult it is to practice. Everybody will say love all, serve all. But are we doing it? We are not able to do it. We love whom we like, or we have some work with them. We don't, if somebody is not doing something which you like it, immediately the hatred starts. Today we have those problems. The whole world is having strife. The whole world is having strife because we are not at peace with ourselves. So this is, nobody is left alone. Because we are living in the world, it is responsibility of each one of us. Each one of us. If cannot be, Baba is to say, you are talking about world peace and you want to peace in the world. How is it possible? It is not possible. Just talking about world peace and having conferences, it is not going to happen. That's why he is to say, if world has to be peaceful, every individual has to be peaceful. Every individual has to be peaceful, then only you talk about world peace. There is no world peace without individual peace. If in a home of 4 people, we have husband, wife, son and daughter. If one of them is not well, the entire family is affected, is it not? If one boy or the boy, father or a mother or a daughter or a son is admitted to a hospital, is all the rest of the 3 of them are peaceful? No. They cannot be peaceful because they get worried, they need to find resources, they have to admit somebody into the hospital, bring them, serve them. All this creates a lot of... So if they have to be peaceful, what they have to do? They all have to be healthy. If everybody is healthy only, they don't have this problem. Everybody has to be peaceful. All 4 people are peaceful, then the home is peaceful. Baba used to say, any one of them is disturbed, the family is disturbed. In the same way, in a street, if a street has to be peaceful, what happens? If one house in the street is not peaceful, the peace of the street also is disturbed. The peace of the street also is disturbed. So if you have to have a peaceful street, you need to have all peaceful homes. And in a small village or a town, if a town has to be peaceful, every street has to be peaceful. Every street. If one street is not peaceful, we will say there is a disturbance in the town. So in a district, if a district want to be peaceful, every town has to be peaceful. If one town is not peaceful, they'll say disturbance in the district. In a state, if the state is peaceful, all the district will be peaceful. If one district is not peaceful, they'll say there is a disturbance. In the country also same thing. One state is not okay, then they say there is a disturbance in the country. In the world, if there is one country is not okay, there cannot be peace. Everybody will be doing conferences and saying, come on, we will have to have world peace, we will have conference, the UN conference, that conference, this conference. No. It's all boiled down to where? Individual. When you are peaceful, then the world is peaceful. So that is what is to make sure Sathya Sai Baba has created this wonderful mission of Sri Sathya Sai organizations. He said, you may have so many issues, so many at home or in your community, but you can overcome by a simple, because lot of spiritual practices you teach our people, in this Kali Yuga, it is not so easy. Because you have so many distractions. We have gadgets. Everywhere gadgets are there. Most of the time we are interacting with machines than human beings. How many people will talk to their friends? How many times we are talking to our own people? No. We are spending more time with and the mobile phones, and we are more with the computers than anything else. Even at home, when there are 3 or 4 people, we are talking on WhatsApp to each other from a different bedrooms. Is it happened? Mother will ask, what do you want in breakfast, on WhatsApp to the son. The son will say, talk to sisters. Then sister will come on the WhatsApp and again say, hey, you, whatever you want, you do this. WhatsApp. At home, we are doing only WhatsApp. So there is no connection to the human beings. There is no human touch at all. How can we? Baba used to tell us, and nowadays it is, and he used to beautifully when he said about Kauravas and Pandavas. Kauravas were 100 people. Pandavas were only just 5 people. He says the connection from each other is very important, especially a mother need to see their children. The eyes of the mother should fall on the children. That is what he used to say, that all the 5 Pandavas were seen and blessed by Kunti. That's why they had all the energies and all the positive effects on them. Gandhari, though she had eyes, she had tied her eyes and she never saw the children. That's why they became like that. Whenever mother sees and blesses them, blesses the children, they will become useful, they will become successful, without mother's blessings, no child will ever become successful. This is what Baba taught us. This is what Baba, that human touch, human interaction is very important for any good society. Otherwise, it becomes very impersonal. Now, we have stopped even smiling. Now we will send an emoji. One emoji, they will put one emoji, smiley. For anything, smiley. Now, they will put one post on the Facebook and he'll be upset if there are no likes. Why you are worried? You are unnecessarily getting into stress. You post something, there are no likes, he is upset, he is depressed. More likes, more thumbs ups, more smileys you want. Nobody is smiling when people see each other. They are putting one castor oil face. Swami used to say, one castor oil face, everything is lost. Just now bomb fell at our house and everything is gone. Like that you will be sitting very castor oil. Nothing has happened. So man has to be happy, means you need to be internally happy. You need to be internally happy means you should be one with your own soul. That happens when you are able to interact and when you are able to identify everybody else. Baba says, in every human being, every being, your own reflection. Everybody is your own reflection. We are only not realizing it. And Swami says, life is a one-way traffic. It's a one-way traffic. There's no, you cannot say, I will park on the side. No. I'll park on the side and wait for some time. No, it's not allowed. Time, Kala Chakra, they say, it doesn't stand for anybody. It keeps on ticking, keeps on moving. Whether you like it or not, it keeps moving. Now there is a small child. Whether you like it or not, come after 4 years, it will be a boy or a girl. After that, a student is going to college student, there are all children staying here. Whether father doesn't want, mother doesn't want, this child will grow. Grow into a man, go into adulthood, grow into man, go into an elderly guy, then he will become grandfather also, old and grandfather. There's nothing can be stopped. This Kala Chakra will take you through this. That's why Baba said, life is a one-way traffic. Jatasya maranam dhruvam. From the birth to death, this is a one-way traffic. Nobody can stop. And you can't even take left turn and right turn. No, not allowed. U-turn, completely banned. There's no way you can take a U-turn. There's no way, it's only one. That's why he says, don't hurt anybody. Never hurt anybody in life. Don't ever make anybody unhappy in your path. Because you can't come back to correct it. You can never come back to correct it. Because you are moving ahead, you are all the time. You have done wrong thing, that stays in the time space. You cannot correct it. You may go and say sorry, but that is a different timeline. But this timeline, what you have done remains like that. So that is why we always think, somebody asked Baba, once Baba was coming in Darshan line and all-knowing. There was one child, very unwell. Baba did not look at it and he passed them. He walked. There was a elderly gentleman who used to go with Baba, who will carry, and when he collects letters, he will give it to them, and he used to carry. So after he returned to the room, he asked Baba, Baba, that child is very, very unwell. Mother seems to be very disturbed and she was crying. But I saw you did not even look at him. Baba said, you are very kind, you are very compassionate. Baba said, no, I felt that lady was waiting there. I wanted Baba will see and bless them. He said, yes. You don't think I don't bless them just because I did not see. How many millions of people who haven't seen me also get my blessings? My seeing is not blessing, but you also should know that that child is carrying some karma with him. What he has done in the past, to whom what he has caused, comes with them. If you have murdered somebody, you can't be sitting in a comfortable zone. You also will reap. If you put neem seed, can you expect mango? No, it is not possible. If you put a neem seed, you will get only neem. You cannot get a mango seed. So that is what it is. For all our actions, if we do good actions, there will be good results. Don't expect you do some bad actions and you get good results. No, it is not possible. It is never possible. So you want good results now, but you don't want to talk about your actions. No, it is not possible. I'll tell you one very nice, interesting episode which I've heard about. There used to be a young man going to the office. Every day he joined a new office, he got a new job, he was there. He used to go, and every day he carries some upma. You all understand upma? You all understand upma? Yeah. So he used to carry upma in a tiffin box. He goes every day. So afternoon lunch, everybody sits there. All his colleagues sit and open their boxes. Some of them will share with each other. Every day this guy will open the thing and say, oh my God, today also upma. Because he's fed up of eating upma. So he says, today also upma. So like that every day he comes and curses. Oh my God, today also upma, this dirty upma, how do I eat all that? He was saying. So after 1 week, they were seeing every day is bringing upma. One colleague asked him, hey, why are you bringing every day upma and cursing it? Why don't you tell your mother to make different item, idli, dosa, puri, and why only upma? He says, my mother doesn't stay with me, she's somewhere else, so she was not here. Oh, it's okay. Then he said, tell your wife to make different kind of things. Why only upma? He says, I am not married. These guys were very surprised. He said, okay. Then he said, okay, you have a maybe cook at home. Tell the cook to make, ask the cook to come and make a different thing. Then he said, I don't have a cook. I said, okay. Then maybe he must be having some caterer. He's ordering from some catering person. He said, tell the caterer, if he's giving upma, you will not accept it. Give different things. Why are you so much... He said, no, I am not having any caterer. These people were shocked. He said, why? What is it? Then how are you getting upma every day? He says, I am only making it. You are only making and coming here and opening and cursing it. What are you doing? He says, no, it is easy to make. Dosa and idli and all we can't make. It's easy to make. So, what is the story? What is the lesson of the story? When you do bad things, it's very easy. But when it comes to face the results, it is very difficult. It is like upma, it is very easy to make. But when you want to eat it and when you want to take it, it is very difficult. You don't want to do it. So the bad things are also like that. Very easy to do things like upma. But when you have to bear the results, when you have to eat it, the problem comes to you. So you don't want to have any problem, you have to take care where it originates. Where it originates. That's why Baba says, see good, be good, see good, do good. That is what Baba says. Be good, see good, do good. That is the way to God. Unless you see what is good in others, not what you think is bad. Many times we project ourselves to people. If bad is in us only, we see the bad outside. You have the good inside, you will always see the good outside. That's why so Baba used to tell a beautiful story from Mahabharata. Once he called Dharmaraja, Yudhishthir, Dharmaraja and Duryodhana, come here. I want one small survey you need to do. He told Duryodhana, hey Duryodhana, go and find out all the good people in this world, in this kingdom. Make a list of them. I want to know who are all the good people. Called Yudhishthira, called Dharmaraja and says, hey Dharmaraja, please make a list of all the bad people in this kingdom. After 3 days, he asked them, okay, come bring the list. So Dharmaraja, he called Krishna, asked Dharmaraja, he says, where is the list? You bring all the bad guys. So Dharmaraja brought a list and gave one list to him. Krishna opened the page and saw the report. There's nobody's name. Hey Dharmaraja, what is this? You're giving empty paper to me. What are you doing? He says, I did not find any bad person, Maharaj. Krishna, I never found anybody bad in this kingdom. Okay? Then Duryodhana was waiting on the other side. He said, give me the list. What are the good people? You give me the list. He gave a page. It was empty. Duryodhana, why? What happened? There's no good person? He said, no, there is no good person in our kingdom. If at all anybody good, that is myself. That is what Duryodhana told. So Duryodhana did not find any good person. Dharmaraja did not find any bad person. Why? The good and bad are not in the outside. Duryodhana was bad, so he did not find any good outside. The Yudhishthira was good inside, so that's why he did not find anything bad outside. What you have inside only you will find outside. We keep on complaining, oh, that is bad, this is bad. First just stop a while, pause a while. What you are, you think. Then you will realize the world is not bad. It is we, whatever in our life. If you are peaceful, ask the monks. If they are peaceful and they are meditating, everything looks peaceful, everything looks fine, everything is fine. Because they are peaceful inside. Once you are peaceful inside, everything looks peaceful. If you are agitated, everything looks agitated. In a still water, you can see your face very clearly. If you put a stone and the water is disturbed, what happens? It is looking disturbed. Your face also is disturbed. When your mind is peaceful, everything very crystal clearly it reflects. The agitated mind creates an agitated picture outside. That is what happens. That's why you need meditation. That's why you need the great masters to teach you. It requires dhyana. What is dhyana is all about? You have a cycle. You know, man when started walking, then he made a wheel and then he started little bit cycle. When it started little moving faster than him, what he did? What is the important thing in a cycle? Huh? Yes, you need a brake. Scooter he made. What did he do faster than cycle? He needs a brake. Anything, car, train, aeroplane, if it lands, you need a brake. You need a brake. All that attains speed requires a brake. And what is the fastest in this world? What is the fastest in this world? Manas, that mind. If you want to think in a split second, you want to be in Bangalore ashram, it is in a split second it is there. You want to be in Sri Lanka, in a split second it is there. The mind is the fastest thing in this world. So all the small fast things only require brakes. And God also is more intelligent than all of us. He said, I have created a mind which is faster. So He also created a brake. We don't know, we are not applying it. That brake is called dhyana. We need to do everyday dhyana. That brake is very important so that this fast running mind little slows down. It's important that it slows down, it calms down, it settles, it becomes little more silent. Otherwise, chatter. Most of the time I don't have peace. It is not that anywhere anybody is disturbing you. Your own mind is disturbing so many thoughts. In a day, we will have thousands and thousands and thousands of thoughts. We are going in different direction. Just think for your own self. Hey, tell your mind, hey, why are you running? Just wait. Most of the time, Vivekananda said, in a day, please, whenever you are going outside and your path and that day everything is looking smooth, please wait. Pause a while, ask a question. Are you on the right track or wrong track? In life, everything doesn't go smooth. He said, if your journey is very smooth, pause a while, there is a good possibility that you are on a wrong side, wrong road. So, journey is always ups and downs. It is not just, it doesn't come so smoothly. So, pause a while. Pause a while and ask, how is the journey? How is that? So, this is why mind is being essentially to be in our own control. But can we control mind? Somebody asked Baba, can we control the mind? Baba said, no. You can't control the mind. Nobody can control the mind. You can direct the mind. You can't control the mind. Controlling is completely under keeping it whatever you know. You can direct it. That's why Baba said, instead of directing this mind towards the world, direct the mind towards the God. Then it becomes more sober, more refined, more energetic, more empowered. So that is what we need to do. Because we have so many distractions. On this planet, we have so many masters have come, so many teachings have come, but we are still struggling. Why? Because our mind. So we need to divert the mind towards the divinity instead of going towards the world. That's why Baba says it's like a lock. You have seen lock. You have the key. If you turn one side, it becomes open. If you turn one side, it gets locked. Baba says mind is like a lock. If you turn it towards the world, it gets locked. If you turn towards the God, it becomes unlocked and you become free. So it's all in our mind, in our hand. But we need to go towards the divine. We need to go towards the inner self. Then definitely for sure, we will attain the peace and we will attain the great, what you call nirvana. What you call nirvana. Nirvana is what? Nirvana is not merging yourself with somebody, knowing your own self, merging your own self with yourself. Because there is nobody outside. Many times we used to hear, Upar wala ka meherban hai. Baba used to say, Kaun hai upar wala? Where is upar wala? There is nobody on top. Oh, the top, no, nobody. Has anybody seen anybody on top? Has anybody seen? We are only talking. Has anybody seen on the top? No. It is within you. It is andarwala, not uparwala. It is andarwala. He is inside of you. Please always remember, that is what Sathya Sai Baba came here to teach us. He is inside you. God is inside you, not outside. There is no God outside you. If you find inside you, you will find everywhere He is only the one who is reflecting. That is what is this. So this holy Buddha Poornima, you all have come. It's so wonderful to have you all. And I'm sure Baba's blessings will be upon you, and Lord Buddha's blessings will be upon you. And these great masters have given so much for mankind. The great masters have sacrificed themselves, given up everything for us. But are we following anything? Follow one thing. Follow one teaching of anybody. I'm telling you, it will take care of our lives. It will be a great spiritual path. One teaching of Buddha, one teaching of Bhagawan, they're all same. The teachings, if we follow one of them, we will attain what called nirvana, what we call the self-realization. But follow something. Because there's no point in talking. Prachara, Swami Baba used to say, prachara, not required. I need achara, means practice. There's no need of speaking. You need to practice. You may have all the beautiful dishes, wonderful, tasty dishes are served in front of you and plate, but you are not taking it and eating it. Will you become okay? Will you be not hungry? No. If you keep all the food items around, but if you don't take, you will faint. If you don't take for a long time, you will even die. All the food items are there. What is the use? You are not taking it. You are not partaking it. All these great teachings of the great masters are with us all the time. But what are we doing? Are we really following it? Are we assimilating it? Are we internalizing it? No. If we do that only, because the teachings we are very, very conveniently we are doing, applying these teachings. There is one, before I close, I will tell you one nice story about Shankaracharya. There used to be one person from there. Shankaracharya used to teach, evenings he used to talk. One guy, evening, he went for his talk. Then Shankaracharya was talking. He said, Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. Means Brahma Satyam. Brahma is the real. All this what world you are seeing is mithya, it is untrue, it is illusion, it is maya. Say, okay, fine. Then next day, this man was going, he said, Brahma Satyam Jagat Brahma. He said, the whole Brahman is reality. The world also is a reflection of that reality. Everywhere Brahman is there. There's nobody else except Brahman. What you see is Brahman. That is what he talked. So, he heard very nicely. Next day, he was in the temple, he was going to a temple, there was a big elephant was coming and Mahut was sitting, the elephant minder, na? He was sitting on the top of elephant, he was coming. This guy who heard Brahma Satyam, everything is Brahman, he went and stood in the middle of the road. The Mahut was saying, hey, go, elephant is coming, go side, go side. This fellow said, no, Shankaracharya told me everything is Brahman. I am Brahman, elephant is also Brahman. How can anybody hurt anybody? So he stood in the middle. The elephant came and gave him one with the trunk. He fell down and he had a fracture. Next day he fully tied everything. Then after 2 days, after pain is subsided, he went to Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya, you told me everything is Brahman. Now elephant is also coming. I am also standing. Everything Brahman. How can Brahman hurt Brahman? Then Shankaracharya said, see, if you follow, follow fully. You selectively follow, this is the problem. He said, what did I not follow? He said, no, the Mahut was telling, go aside. He is also Brahman, you should listen to him. He is also Brahman. The Mahut who was sitting on the top of the elephant, he is also Brahman. Why did you not listen to him? He was saying, go side, go side. You are not listening to him. You are only saying, elephant is Brahman, I am Brahman. So nobody should do anything to Brahman. That is not correct. So don't apply. We are selectively applying it. That's why the problem comes. The spiritual problems also come because we have lack of understanding, half understanding, little understanding. We completely understand any spiritual truth of spiritual masters. There is no contradiction. There are no contradiction. If you read Dhammapadam, it is so wonderful. If you read that, it's everywhere that talks about what Swami talk about, head in the forest, hands in the society. Dhammapadam is only Buddham Sharanam Gachchami, Sangham Sharanam Gachchami. They always said about the community, the Sangha. Without Sangha, you are not there. And without you, Sangha is not there. Who is Sangha? Sangha is a conglomeration of all of you individuals. But when you become Sangha, that is what? Buddham Sharanam Gachchami, Sangham Sharanam Gachchami. Sangha is your own making it is. When you come together, it will become Sangha. So, we need to protect each other. We need to rely on each other. You can't cry on your own shoulders. Can you? Can anybody cry on your own shoulders? You need a shoulder to cry. That's why Sangha is required. So this is what is required. We are a community living beings. That's why mankind, Swami said mankind, means all human beings are representing mankind. All of us are brothers and sisters or whatever you call. We are all in that same reflection of divine. We are all same. We have same aspiration. We may speak different languages. We get people here, if you come in December, during Christmas, we have a great celebration like Buddha Poornima, we have Christmas. You see many of them may not speak English also. There are many Spanish people, many Russian people, many people will be here. But Baba says there is only one language, the language of the heart. Because the language of the heart is the one which you interact with God. Whatever language you may speak, somebody in Tibet may speak some language, somebody in Sri Lanka Sri Lankan Buddhists may not speak Chinese. Tibet Buddhists may speak Chinese also. Tibetan they speak, now they may start speaking Chinese also. But when you are interacting with your divine master, when you are thinking of Buddha, what is the language you are speaking? Any language, the language of the heart. He understands the language of the heart. God is, that's why Baba said there's only one language, the language of the heart. There's only one caste, the caste of humanity. There's only one religion, religion of love. There's only one God. He is omnipresent. There's no difference. You go to the mandir, everybody in the hall, everybody, all of you may have different languages. But when you close eyes and connect to God, in your own language you are connecting to God. How? He understands that. He is inside. And many times we ask, if you are praying inside, how is God listening? You are closing eyes and we are only chanting. How is God listening? Where is God residing? Why are you so silently praying? If God has to listen, you have to loudly talk or loudly go to some place and where He resides. But you always pray inside, very silently, without anybody hearing. How is that God? You are sure that God is listening? Because knowingly or unknowingly, we are doing this prayer because the God is within. God is listening inside. God is residing inside so He can listen to us. That is what His Baba has come to teach all of us. So on this Buddha Poornima, we always, if we have spiritual journey is a bit difficult in this Kali Yuga, those great monks are there. They have been blessed to be monks. We are very happy to have you all, sir, here. But all others also. And Professor was saying, our monk also saying, Baba never said you should renounce the world. You cannot. It is not easy. It's not easy to renounce the world. What is renouncing the world? All of them renounced, but still you have to live in the world. You need to have breakfast, lunch, dinner. So renouncing the world is not possible on this planet. You need to be, the masters have come and they stayed back. The feeling of attachment to be renounced, not the other things. The great masters have come back here. All the Godheads have come to the world and again and again and again and again. If they have to renounce, why should they come back to this world? No. We can't renounce the world. We have to be part of the world because this world is created. Paramahansa Yogananda says the earth has been given the responsibility to evolve the human soul into the divine soul. This is the only planet on this universe which can evolve a human being into the divine being. So we have the work here. We have to finally reach the God only in this place. This is our home. This is the place where we can attain the divinity. So please be rest assured, let us be loving. Beautifully, the monk had summarized saying, it's for unity, it's for harmony, it's for peace. All of us be together and we all live together in peace like brothers and sisters. We have to be having harmony. The brotherhood of man and fatherhood of God. All beings are same. Baba, that is the single teaching of Baba, that unity leads to divinity. Unity leads to divinity. There is nothing else. Without unity, it is not possible for you. Manassekam, vachasekam, karmannekam, mahatmanam. Even unity of thought, word and deed, which leads to divinity. So everything has to be united. Unless your all 5 fingers are not united, you can't do any work. If this fellow says, I will do some work. If this fellow says some other work. Thumb says, I will go different direction. Can you do any work? It is not possible. All 5 fingers says, I will do same work. Then only possible. So every day we see this. The unity is important. That let this great holy Buddha Poornima teach us unity, give us peace, give us harmony. And all the Buddha Poornima devotees who have come here, I pray to Bhagawan, I pray to Lord Buddha to bless all of us with peace, prosperity, health, longevity, and more so, the most important thing which Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai propagated, that is service to humanity. Always, if you cannot be, we cannot be monks, but Swami said, you can do service. Service in the community. The service, seva, love all, serve all. What is serve all? Seva. Seva is important, service is important. That is our spiritual journey. That is our spiritual path. Please always remember, you can be service need not be always connected to money. You can just sit there and listen to somebody. Their problems also is a service. At least they become light in their head. So please use this great opportunity. You have come to the holiest place where Bhagavan himself has walked these lovely precincts. So may Swami bless you, bless all of you with abundance of grace, prosperity, peace, and may you all be happy with your families. Thank you. Sai Ram.